So what happened when you were in Vegas?
What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, but no, for real. It wasn't too much.
It didn't
going
stay
on.
in Vegas. It called your phone.
It did.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that much that happened though. Like on the strip.
Okay. And then it caught up. Have you done anything like that since?
No, hell no. That one time and how it made her feel, I realized that I shouldn't be doing that. And I'm not gonna do that.
Okay then. All right. So tell me what happened last night. How you got lost?
Man, New York, there's a lot of people out there in Times Square.
Yeah.
We walking, and then I'm like, damn, where'd she go? She just disappeared out of nowhere, like some magic or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you did tell her we was in an argument. You go your way, I'm gonna go my way.
I don't remember that.
Okay. You don't remember that part. Okay. Do you want a future with Jessica?
Of course. That's my everything.
Yeah.
Love her. Like, that's why I proposed to her. She's
Yeah.
gonna be my wife.
Okay. Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a delivery driver.
Delivery driver. Okay. And how many kids do you have?
Who that? I got 6 kids.
You got 6 kids. So 1 together and then 5 other ones. Okay then. Do you feel overwhelmed by having 6 kids?
Somewhat. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
How often do you talk about you feeling overwhelmed?
I don't.
You don't. Okay. Well, I think it's time to unlock the phone. So we get to the bottom of this. Arturo, we unlocked your phone. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Oh, he's ready for this because you refused. That's
Boo!
why are you clapping?
Cause if she want my phone, she can have it. She got face unlock on it.
You
know
got
my
face unlock on your
password. She
phone?
know
Okay,
my
so you know
iCloud
everything.
password. She know everything.
So because
You
she
go get it
knows
right
what's
now
in
and
their
give it to
phone,
her.
you know. But you know, we find stuff that deleted. You know that.
She found deleted.
Baby, I'll be
You
fine
found deleted?
everything.
Okay, you found everything too? Okay. All right. Well, my producers are telling me right now that we caught something on hidden camera that, Jessica, you should see.
That still be gambling on Prize Picks.
How much money have you spent last month?
Last month, it tell me on my little fake app. It's also to 50, 28, 10, 30, 20, 100, 20, 48, 40, 40, 40, 20, 100, 100, 150, 24, 50, 50, 68. That's probably like 3,000 or more. But it's all September.
And how is it that you have all that extra money to spend towards the gambling?
Cause I wouldn't tell her how much my check is. If she asked me how much my check was, cause I get paid every week. Like say I get 1,500. I'm like, I only made 1,000 this week.
Like, when was the last time you had a big win?
Just around this time last year, like October, November,
How much did you win?
25,000.
Okay. What did you do with the money when you won?
And gambled some most of it back.
Did Jessica know that you won big?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay. There was a lot of information you just heard right there. I saw your face and I saw your body language shift and I see you're shaking right now. What's going through your head?
That's where the communication fails at.
Did you know he won $25,000?
No. What?
Because for you to be behind on bills and he won $25,000.
Like when?
That was last year, and I was trying to win more. That's why I gambled it back.
Okay.
But then you put it all on me to make sure that the bills are straight. Like, okay.
So he won it the month your baby was born, in November.
I'm just trying to gather it all in.
No,
I'm not trying to I'm trying to process it.
No, that's a lot to
because
process.
I'm like, what? Commas? Like.
Arturo, what are you feeling about this moment right now?
Feeling like I did the wrong thing with that money.
Yeah.
Gambling it back. Should have took care of business.
You're getting emotional right now. What's going on?
Cause the way when she emotional, make me emotional.
Do you think you have a gambling problem?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do. Is it the first time you've ever said that out loud?
Yeah.
Because when I ask him, he don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Here you go, love. Here you go as well.
Thank you.
Before I even knew about any of this gambling stuff, I want you to see something I wrote on this card. I said addiction, I then said impulse controlled, I said overwhelmed, and I said promises. I saw the pattern way before we even found this out. So what I was feeling through what you were saying has been confirmed. You have a problem with impulse control. And then you get overwhelmed by having all these kids, by feeling like, I got to do this, and you don't know how to handle that overwhelmed feeling. So now your impulse control goes to overwhelmed, and then you start making promises to everybody, like, I'm gonna make this money back. I'm gonna promise myself I'm gonna make more money. I'm gonna promise you I'm gonna come with this, and you start making promises. The problem with promises when you have impulse control is that you can never keep those promises. So now you feel overwhelmed again.
Yeah, for sure.
And now the overwhelm brings you right back to the addiction, which is let me gamble.
Yeah.
The gambling, I have no impulse control. And you are in a cycle going just like this, over and over again.
Yeah.
Sound about right about
Yeah.
what you do every day?
Yeah, for sure.
How often do you talk about how overwhelmed you feel?
I really don't.
Why not?
I don't think, it's like, I don't know how to express that type of stuff. Like, it's hard for me to express my feelings, you can say.
Why, what do you think is going to happen? Because you've had a woman right here who's sitting by your side, staying up with you, helping you, supporting you, saying she loves you. What are you afraid she would say if you told her, I feel overwhelmed?
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
You got to start tackling this fear.
Yeah, for sure.
And the reason, because if you don't tackle this fear, this cycle you're in of impulse control, being overwhelmed, making the promises, then going back to addiction being impulse control, then feeling overwhelmed, then making promises, going back. If you don't talk about that overwhelmed feeling, it's going to continue to be this fear in your head, and it's going to feed the addiction and the impulse control. Mm-hmm. It's going to keep feeding it. The more you hold everything in here, you're feeding the addiction, you're feeding the fears, you're feeding it. Because to you in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared that if I don't make this happen, if I don't make this promise, that I'm gonna let everything's gonna mess up. And you don't realize by feeding that, you're messing it up anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
$25,000 could have helped y'all.
Yeah, for sure, you're right.
I wanna connect you with a local therapist. Y'all in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna connect you with a local therapist and someone who does Gamblers Anonymous.
Uh-huh.
Because you said something out here when you first came out here. You can't handle this on your own. This is something that you have to handle. And you got to handle this soon because you're almost 40, right? You're a year away. If you don't get this help now, this gets worse and worse. And then what happens is that when these kids are even older, and now they're coming to you saying, we need even more. This woman has lost faith in you. Then you're really going to feel alone. And I don't think you deserve to feel alone. You don't deserve to be on this island alone. Mm-hmm. But you got to do the work, and you got to talk about what you're feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
I need you to understand that prize you're chasing out there is not the prize. Your family is the prize.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see that? That's what you're gambling away. You want to gamble that away?
No, I never.
Then stop betting against them. You got to delete those gambling apps. And those got to be deleted. And I want you to make a commitment to her right now that she's going to have authority to check your phone for gambling apps. And she's going to have an authority to check your websites for gambling.
You got the authority to check my phone for the betting apps, prize picks, and my online, everything.
And the reason I'm doing this is because if he takes the steps to get help, sometimes people slip, but you need to be aware. Not that you're going to help him, you just need to be aware so you can make better decisions. Because if you're not aware of what he's doing with his money, then, and I'm not telling you that if he get on there and you see something, now you got to argue with him. Now what you're doing is you're seeing it to say, okay, I know there's something still going on. Now I got to be smart for me and my child. You understand?
Yes.
I have faith that you can get better.
Thank you.
You don't have to live like this. You can talk about what you're feeling. You can talk about being overwhelmed. This was the first question I asked you when I asked you how many kids you got, because I could see that you're drowning. I see it. But you don't have to drown no more. You don't have to drown. You understand? But y'all got a lot of talking to do backstage. I already know it, okay? I already know.
You and my son, that's all I care about.
Have you ever cheated on Felicia?
No.
Never?
I mean, I've talked to girls in the past, but nothing like intimate or nothing like that. Like,
So you've never physically cheated, but you've emotionally had conversations where you've gotten invested?
yeah. I felt like I wasn't getting the attention.
And I feel like that too.
Do you want to be with Felicia?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, you said that with your chest. All right,
Hell
I
yeah.
heard you. And how's the relationship with her family? Because she just told me her mother don't like you.
Yeah, I don't understand what her mom problem is with
You don't
me.
like her either.
Well, yeah, only cause she comes at me and I don't do nothing. I raise our son. I take care of you. I think I don't. Honestly, I don't know what her problem is with me.
Well, I'm getting a ping right now. It looks like we have a voicemail from Felicia's mother, Gina. I want to see what she has to say.
Hi, Karamo. I'm Gina, and I'm Felicia's mom. And I'm letting you know that she does not need to be with Ray. She deserves much better. He's a dirtbag. He doesn't shower anymore. He doesn't take care of himself. He badmouths my grandson and talks about his weight. Like, the list goes on and on. She deserves better. She's a beautiful,
I ain't
smart,
trying to listen to that.
compassionate person. Deserves somebody that values that and treats her with respect and kindness.
Don't run.
He's not the most terrible person in the world, but he has become worse and worse as the days go by. I mean, he's even got as bad as peeing in bottles and putting it next to the couch. And their apartment is maybe 500 square feet. So the bathroom is 10 feet away from where he's laying. You know, he doesn't shower anymore, walks around smelling like cigars, cigarettes.
Her mother made a lot of accusations about
She
you.
was lying.
She was lying?
Yeah.
Okay. She said one of the things two things mainly stood out to me is the way that you communicate with your son. She's saying that you say things about his weight, that you talk about him in a negative way. Is that
No,
true?
he doesn't. My son is Chuck. My son is 13 years old, and he's
about as
he wears
big
a
as
size
me.
11. My son is big. So we just, like, you need to be a linebacker, boy.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. It's never, I wouldn't allow anybody his dad, his grandma, to disrespect my
So
child.
there's no shaming your child?
No.
She just babies him a little too much.
She does.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, and you're saying, she also said things of like that you're using the restroom in bottles instead of going to the
That's a
restroom.
bald-faced lie.
That's a lie.
And I don't even know why she would even, you don't even live with us, so how would you even know what happens?
Exactly.
Like, why would you even say that? That's disgusting.
I'm not gonna lie, looking at you, you fresh. Like that
Yeah.
beard,
Thank
everything,
you.
the
That's what
eyebrows.
we always
I mean,
did.
you can
Do I
normally
look
see from
like I pee in
somebody's,
bottles? Like, really?
you can usually tell from somebody's hygiene and the way they look like, well, maybe they,
Right.
Okay.
And I definitely wouldn't be with him like that, yeah.
So what is she seeing that I'm still not seeing? Because
I
I'm
think
hearing a
it's-
little bit from you.
I think it's more of we're not giving each other the attention that we need to be giving each other. I feel like we don't love each other like we did when we first met. But I mean,
You agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm willing to work on that.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
willing to go another 15 years with her.
Well, I gotta tell you, if I'm gonna give you all of my advice right now before I unlock both of your phones, is that I do see love here. I do see young love that has been growing together, been trying to figure out the world together. I do think y'all run your course, though. I think y'all want different things. I think you're a different woman that you were when you were 22 when y'all met. I think you're a different man than at 22. I think she's probably grown a little bit more, and I think that you're more comfortable with the same old than she is. Am I hitting that on the nail?
Yeah.
And I don't think y'all are giving each other the ability to explore who you are. And that's what I mean by running its course. But we still got some phones to unlock. So first, I'm gonna unlock Ray's phone. All right, here we go. Felicia wants to know if you are still messaging women on Facebook. Ray, you denied it. And my Unlock the Phone investigator searched your DMs. And he's telling the truth. He is not messaging other women on Facebook. All right, number two, Felicia wants to know if Ray has been looking at porn. Ray claims he's not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched your apps and your browser history. And you're telling the truth. This man is looking at this woman alone. By the way, we go through deleted browser histories too. So, Ray, you have no porn apps on your phone?
No.
Okay. Number three, Felicia, you want to know if Ray is still communicating with the woman that you caught him cheating with. You said you are not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched Ray's text, and he's telling the truth. How do you feel about that?
I feel good.
Okay. Now, listen, now it's time to unlock your phone. When we asked Felicia, though, to unlock her phone, she had some very interesting things to say about it. So I want y'all to take a listen to this.
So wait, she said she talked to you about the unlock the phone.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Why don't you want to do it?
Because there's a lot of stuff in my phone.
We do not look at anything unless it is related to exactly your situation.
It is related to my situation.
Like what?
I talk to a lot of people on Snapchat, and I flirt a lot. I got a little Snapchat relationship with somebody, and it's one of his clients, so it's like...
Wait, it's not okay?
Oh, no, that's no.
Oh, okay.
This is new.
Oh, he doesn't know?
This happened after
Okay.
we have already been talking.
So Felicia, this has really turned from an unlock the phone to a Karamo confession.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell him right now? Because we just heard it. What do you want to tell him?
I did mess with...
What? Are you serious? So you willing to throw everything away?
And no, I came here to tell you that because I wanted to get it off my chest and tell you the truth so that we can move forward.
Is there anything
It's
else
gonna
you
be
want to confess
hard,
about?
Man, it's gonna be hard. That just cut, man, that cut me deep.
And also, I miss...
Who is
the roommate.
the roommate? Ray, come back here. Let me talk to you.
I just wanted to tell you the truth now, like, so that we can get past it. That's what we're here for.
Okay, Ray, what are you thinking? I need to hear you, man. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
It's gonna be hard.
So you now do know that she has talked to the guy that she sent that text message, your former client, and she also had slept around with your roommate. Come on out on the stage. Let's talk about this. Come on out. Okay, so you said that you want to grow past this, and I know you're in shock right now. I can see your eyes are welling up. You're in pain because you didn't know about any of this.
I don't know. I better not ever see dude.
Now I'm gonna say this. Somebody said period, but this is your wife. This is your woman. So even though you're mad about that, this is her. What you got to say to her about this?
I'm sorry. I love you a lot. It's gonna be hard getting over this, but I don't want to lose you.
My advice still sticks. I'm looking at this holistically of who you are and where you were at 20 years old and where y'all at now. And I understand you're staying in because, again, somebody, like I said before, who doesn't want things to change, want things to be the same, is going to be like, you know what, I can work through this. But your girl is telling you to your face that she was unhappy. She has slept around. And I'm not judging you or calling you a bad person. You made your choices the way you need to make your choices, but I don't think this is going to stop here. And everybody around y'all, outside of the accusations your mother made, are saying y'all unhappy and telling her she deserves more. And maybe you deserve more so that you can grow too. You deserve more here. So I think y'all got some real conversations to have about where y'all growing. I wish y'all the best of luck, though.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Did she ever admit anything to you?
Yes, she has. She's admitted me that it did happen, and it started out by he was sitting on the couch, and he was looking at her, and then it went from there. Anything after that, she's never said.
So did you say that?
I only, admitted it because the fact that he kept pressuring me, and I thought something was going to happen, so I just went along with it.
I got it.
But it didn't really happen.
Got it.
Nothing ever really
So
happened.
you felt like you just were pacifying him?
Yeah.
You do see how that could cause issues now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you been unfaithful to her?
Since we've been married, I've been faithful since we've been married.
Since we've been married. But before you were married,
Before we were married, yeah. I mean,
okay.
It's not cheating unless you're married.
You got a lot of rules. Where did you get these rules from?
Just the
Himself.
Yourself. Okay, got it. Tori, your sister Marissa and her boyfriend Trenton are here, here in the audience. Okay. Trenton, so what are these other rumors?
So the only thing that I know is what he told me.
Okay.
So I obviously repeated it to my significant other, you know. like any guy probably would.
And what was the other rumors?
That one night, him and Tori's mom were drinking, and that he talked her out of her underwear.
That never happened. One night we were drinking.
Like I
But
said,
I have
don't-
found a pair of underwear in his pants pocket.
No. Tori,
Okay, so you're saying that he admitted that to you, that he did do something with their mother?
Yeah.
Wow. And you're saying you never admitted that?
no, nothing sexually has ever happened. I never talked her out of her underwear. One time we come into the house and we were having a conversation, and she goes to the bathroom and she goes and she changes her clothes, and we keep having our conversation. And I turned around. I'm not sitting there staring at her or anything, but she just starts changing her clothes, and we're just having a conversation. But I wasn't in the bathroom with her. We were just having a conversation. She just happened to change her clothes. But
She was probably too young.
Wow. Okay. Well, we just got a ping, and my producer telling me that they caught something on hidden camera before the show.
What? Did you actually talk her out of her underwear? Just between you and I, did you? Honestly. Stupid. Why? A lot of alcohol.
So, okay. So we all heard that very clearly. So,
I'm done.
so you admitted there that you actually did talk their mother out of her undergarments and that something did happen.
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, we know about it because you just admitted it.
So you're changing the subject.
Because we just watched you admit it to Trenton in the green room. So what do you have to say about that to your wife?
After 6 kids.
Never had sexual contact.
After being married for 5 years.
We never had sexual contact.
But you both deny it, and now the
yeah.
truth is coming out.
We never had sex. We never had sex. I never touched her. So
I can tell by the way you're looking that you did.
Never.
That's your wedding ring. Are you done?
And I don't think I want to be with him anymore.
That hurts deep. Do you want to come hug your sister? You can. You can come hug your sister. This is your mother too.
I don't think I can look at any of them the same ever again.
One day your children will see this clip on YouTube, and I think it's better to own this and say I'm sorry for what I did rather than make excuses. You have 6 kids with this woman.
Yeah.
And your kids are going to know that something at one point in your life happened inappropriately with their grandmother, and they need to know that dad owned it and understood that it was wrong and respected his mother enough to tell her that. Can you do that?
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm sorry that, under the influence of alcohol that I did something like that.
Alcohol or not, you shouldn't have done anything. You should have had enough respect for your own wife and kids.
You have not been completely honest this entire relationship, and you act like you have.
I've been honest and I've been truthful our whole marriage.
You have
I've
not.
never done
You was
anything
hanging
to
out
hurt you.
Do you think they should be together? No. Have you always felt that way?
Yeah.
Okay. I think at this point, what we need to get to is the DNA truth to understand if Paisley is yours. So in this envelope is the DNA truth if Paisley is your child. Billy, this is for you to open because you had questions.
Billy is Paisley's biological father.
I told you. I knew all along.
There you go. So what that does for us now is it sets clearly that she was not cheating.
Yes.
That she has been honest. I believe that from before I even knew these tests. I was hoping for it, but because she's raising your children. And I've heard that you've had some trouble with friends and getting incarcerated. And so she's holding it down for you. How do you feel now knowing that the woman who's been holding it down for you, been honest to you, has not done anything, and now you have been proven to do the stuff?
I feel terrible, but I feel like there's still stuff that has happened.
Why are you insistent on trying to paint a picture of your children's mother in a bad
My
light?
own buddy told me about it, and she's
Because
denied
he
from the very get-go. But
He's
he
so
has
gullible.
he
He
has told
believes
about it.
everything that somebody has
So
told him.
he's just gonna say what happened. You were hanging out religiously every day for like 4 months straight, but nothing's ever happened
we
with you two
never
men.
hang out every single day.
So you believe you're friends over your wife?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. What was your relationship like with your mother and father?
They were drunk every day of my life, and my beat me, broke all my ribs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Well, at the end of the day, I have a lot of empathy for you. And the reason I have empathy for you is because you're 23 years old, and you've been thrusted into a very adult life, and you didn't deserve it. And I don't know if any other man has ever told you that. You didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve any of the things that happened to you in your childhood, and you didn't deserve the things that made you feel paranoid, the things that made you feel broken. And I understand what's happening here is that you're projecting that now onto your wife. And that's what's happening at the end of the day. You're projecting things onto her because you're scared of what's happening. You're scared of what's going to happen in the future. I know you got to be nervous, and I'm sure you probably don't have people to talk about this with.
Right.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I can only imagine. But I tell you that there is somebody that you actually could be talking to about this, and this woman right here. Because she's been holding you down for years. And at the end of the day, she loves you, and she loves your children, even enough to put up with the way that you've been accusing her. Even though her sister has told her that she don't like you, she's been still sticking by your side.
Right.
And I want to let you know that sometimes when we have trauma, we can meet people that we get codependent on that is unhealthy. But you could actually have a healthy attachment to her if you would actually just trust her and have communication. Let her in. Instead of the people that you're going out to, let her in. I know this ring is right here, and I know you're hurt right now. But I know that this is not going to be the end of your relationship. So I'm not going to pretend. I do believe that you have to take steps to start to protect your heart more, to start to build your self-worth. Also, hearing this now about your mom.
I just feel like if they just both keep drinking together, it's going to lead more and more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. But this is why I said this is why you got to work on your self-worth. Because you can't control his action, you can't control your mother's action. What you can control is your self-worth.
Only he can control, only he can fix.
Everything that has
But I
happened
want
is
him
wrong.
to be there for our kids because
Well, this is where I'm going to get to.
I've never been, like, I want them to have the father because.
You can be the parents that you never had. As much as this is scandalous, the person really to blame here is your mother, who's older than all of you. And so, yes, you had a choice, but you're an inebriated child who is also dealing with your own trauma. If you do the work, and if you have a conversation with your mom, because that's the person who needs to set the boundary, okay? I actually wish y'all the best, and I'm gonna give you back this. I'm not saying to put it back on. It's
You can
yours.
give it to him. I don't want it.
I'm gonna give it to you. Good job. I'm gonna say to you, I'm actually proud of you for taking that, because that's a step in self-worth. So I'm proud of you not taking that back. But you can be better for these kids, all right? Good luck to the three of y'all, all right? Stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more. How do you feel about what was just said?
I'm really furious because when we first got together, we both was just really getting out of a relationship. So he already had his own infidelities from the beginning. So don't come out here and sit out here and say that I was having sex with my son in the house. I have 2 other kids, first of all.
I don't even know what you're talking
I'm
about.
a full-time mother and I work full-time. So really, when do I got the time to do any of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're saying that you did not? That
No,
you have,
it's a lie.
You've never cheated on
No,
Jermaine?
I didn't.
Man, that's some.
When we first started talking on your phone, I show you I could do the same thing.
Well,
We both established really that we wasn't ready to be in a relationship. So let's keep it a band.
Yo, you know, this girl told me, I asked her before we actually got in a relationship, I said, you ready for this? You sure you want to do this? So that
Yeah, this was 3 months after the fact.
Yeah, but at least you've been doing from the jump.
No, I was not. That's a lie.
So what about what he saw through the window? Did he see you?
No, he
did.
didn't. He's delusional. He never, I broke the camera because first of all, it's weird to have a camera in your own house. Have it outside the house. That's weird. Why are you having a camera in the house?
You know how many people have a camera in their house,
For
man?
what?
For anything.
So the cameras, it's not too uncommon for people to have cameras inside their house to just catch like burglary.
No, but he
goes
goes to the store and watch the camera.
Okay, I get that.
Literally 5 minutes away from the house, not even that.
Okay.
You while you going to the store
But
and
you
coming
talk
back.
about the camera. I'm talking about the time that he said he watched you through the window.
He never watched me do anything.
That's man, I sat there and heard you tell the boy to go through the second door, and you snuck him in the house.
That's a lie.
And you was in the closet and in the bedroom having
That's
sex
a
with him
lie.
while my son was in the bed sleep,
That's
bro.
a lie. That's a lie.
Bro.
So where did he come up with this whole story from? Because this sounds pretty detailed.
He's
Like, come
delusional.
on, though,
you looking
man.
at a camera with your own
Do
self
I look
in the
crazy,
camera.
Karamo?
No.
Like, come on. Do
You
I look
looking
delusional?
you're looking at your own
come
self
on,
on the camera. That's weird. You never heard me doing anything with my
my own
kids in
self?
the house.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
You looking at a camera that's recorded. You looking at yourself.
But you keep talking about the recording. I'm talking about the time because I just
He
gotta
never.
get clarity.
That's
so
not
there was
true.
never a time that he saw
he
you in the
never
window.
seen anybody in my house. No, that's a lie. So
He
you
said
can
he
say
watched
what
for
you wanna say.
15 minutes and
Yes.
watched you having sex.
And that's how long he lasted.
A sane person.
15 minutes, man.
If a sane person, if they see anything like that going on in their house, what's the first thing they gonna do?
Well, he said
Well,
that
I'm not crazy.
I said
I mean-
a sane, not an insane. A sane person.
Well, I mean, it's like
A
this right
regular
here.
person going-
Maybe this is what I was
going-
thinking.
going-
Maybe you
go to
wanted
the
me.
room.
Maybe you wanted that, Alicia. Maybe you wanted me to go crazy and get locked up. Like, come on, make amends. Admit your
No, because
it's on camera, bro.
No,
and I
it's
showed you the
not.
camera and you broke it.
I broke the camera because why do you have a camera in the house?
Did Jermaine show you any camera footage at all of you?
Of him?
Wow.
Of him
Why
walking
would
in
I
the house?
Why would I show you a camera? Waste my time to show you a camera of me walking
You
in
sitting
the
up
house.
here
yo.
putting on, but it's
Okay.
all good though. You really sitting up here.
Well, Jermaine, you sent some videos to our producers that you wanted me to see. So let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, you can see. You'll be able to see it. Yo,
I'm
look
paying
between
attention.
the
I'm
room.
looking
You see,
at my son.
check this out though. Watch this move. You saw that? Everybody
Who?
sees
What?
that. This
He's
dude
what,
is in my bed, and you
He's
would
5'7".
comfortably see
Like,
him
what are you talking
move
about?
the cover like this. That's not my son that's in the bed. Bang. Watch this though. Watch this. Slowly. You saw that? Everybody sees that, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's a lie.
That's a
That's
four-man
lie.
arm.
If you think you saw somebody in the
There's
bed, clap
nobody
for
in
me.
there. Like,
Come on, man.
If
I
you
ain't
think
gonna
you
lie.
didn't see anybody in the bed, clap now.
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what
Sorry,
do you
so
see?
more
It's
people said they
nothing.
feel like they saw
I don't
somebody.
care what they say.
Yo,
To
and
be
then
honest,
listen, man. So boom, my
She said
son
she
is
saw it.
supposedly.
She ain't see
My
nothing.
son's
What are you talking
supposedly
about?
in the room with his brothers. So why would you say he in the bed moving? Why would you put him in the bed on the edge of the bed anyway?
If my baby is in the
You
bed,
clearly see a
you
full-man
clearly
arm.
see me jump
Take the
and
cover.
look up
Alicia,
because
that's some-
he's bed and I don't want him to
That's
fall off
some-
the bed.
But why would you? Why wouldn't you walk in the room instead of walking this way though? When he start moving,
I was smoking.
I'm gonna go straight to the room
I
for
was
him.
smoking. That's the whole reason
I'm
why
not
I
gonna
was
go
right there. To be honest,
out the living
I was
room and come to the
smoking.
left and go in there and get. That's where he
Boy.
was in the room with his brothers at the time. The dude was in my bed, man.
That's a lie.
So I got camera footages of you
You
saying, "Let me go
draining
get
at this
Carmelo."
point. You draining me. You
So what
draining
did
me.
Jermaine do after he broke up with you?
Went across the street with the other girl he was talking to?
A family member.
Definitely not.
Are
A
you talking to
family
her?
member.
He
Nah,
talking
I'm not
to her. Yes,
talking
he
to her,
is.
man.
'Cause
It's a
he got-
family member. She think it's another girl, but she's actually a family member.
No, she not.
Okay.
I just keep her out my business because I don't trust her. That's why.
Likewise.
Where did this trust? So I know from the beginning. So where did it start?
Let's take it all the way back.
Let's take it back.
With the infidelity part. He was married previously before we got together, and he recently had got divorced. So that's why I said we was never ready to be in a relationship because he's just coming out of a marriage.
And how long have you been together exactly?
About 2 years.
2 years. So do you have any doubts that Jermaine is Carmelo's father?
No, I sure don't.
You don't at all. Okay then. Well, I think it's time to get to this DNA outcome. I mean, in this envelope is the truth y'all have been waiting for 8-month-old Carmelo?
Yep.
Yeah. You've been having questions, you've been having doubts. So this is a critical moment not only for your relationship and for you co-parenting potentially, but also to heal those doubts and that trauma you had before.
Right.
So is there anything you want to say before I open this?
I sure don't.
Nothing?
I already know what it say.
I hope you do.
I already know what it say.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, well, this is your truth to open. So here you go.
This your fault, though. You know this, right?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We
Go
wouldn't be
ahead and
here
open
if
the
it wasn't for
envelope.
you.
Open the envelope.
Like, and I'm scared, man.
Yeah, makes sense. What did you say?
Carmelo is your biological son.
Okay. Good.
So now what you gotta say?
How do you feel knowing that?
What you gotta say?
It's your fault that we're here, but I do apologize.
I don't accept it.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm glad that y'all can have that little moment right there, and it's not her fault because it's both of you played an equal part.
Yep.
I still don't have clarity on if you actually watched her have sex through the window.
That's a lie. No, you didn't.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you decided you're not going to be together. But at least what you do know is that the moments you did share with each other to conceive your child was real, and that this is your son. And at least if you can focus on that love and focus on that, then your kid is going to have the best co-parents because he's going to know at least mom and dad loved me when they were together.
I mean, we are, when it comes to him and the other two boys, we always, we come together, we talk, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think we would be a good co-parenting match, though.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, I know it's been some dark days for you, but let your son be the one that's going to brighten up your days, okay?
Son, though, man.
All right? I'm glad it's your son. You got your answers. You got your answers.
Right.
I mean, seriously. And I mean, obviously, from the way you just even responded right there, even though with the fault, saying the fault part, it was still respectful. So I believe that now that y'all are apart, y'all can actually start to build some respect for each other and be great co-parents.
True that, man.
You feel that as well?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, listen, I wish y'all the best of luck. You got your answers, man. Seriously.
So you think she's cheating while while you sleep?
While I'm asleep, while I'm awake, while I'm at work, whatever.
While I'm standing on my head, while I'm doing everything
They can
else.
call it, they can call it jealous.
Y'all stay in the same house. So you think she's getting up out of bed?
Yeah.
And when I do, I get up out of bed, guess what? From the bed to the living room.
She's on camera.
I'm on camera.
Until the erased.
Who erased it? Who erased it?
You did.
Okay, that's
I
what
know
he
I did.
believes. I don't touch
That ain't the question,
DVR.
though. Answer my question. You answer my question with a question.
Answer my question. When have you seen me with a dude on that camera? When?
A few times.
When?
A few times.
When? Never, never, never. How am I getting him in there? Oh, you sneaking him up to the floor. Oh, yeah, I'm moving all this floor with my...
You might be sneaking them off to the...
I'm Taylor the Builder. I can do all
You
that.
might be sneaking off to the floor, down the chimney, out the TV.
We don't have a
It
chimney.
don't matter.
I'm gonna ask you a real question because you're saying things like think she's sneaking it through the floor, which, like, unless you have a trap door, I don't see how that could happen.
When we bought the trailer or whatever, I'm the one that put the floor down, and then there's a few spots in there that she know that you can come up to. But that's just a theory, though. That's just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel when you like
you know,
that.
now we on TV, she
There's
trying to
nothing
play.
I can do. No, there's nothing I can do that will make him believe me.
Hey, let me ask you this.
I can gold. It ain't good enough for him.
Yeah, but you ain't gold, though. But listen, what I'm saying is...
I basically do. I don't do nothing wrong. I work all day and I stay at home with your ass. I don't cheat on you, Eric.
But listen, check this out. And she talking about that green beam. She had like she didn't see that green beam on my stomach while she was. But that's a lie.
If I'm then my eyes are not on you.
And your
They're
right there,
down
with your eyes
here.
right there. You know what I'm saying? I say you didn't see that. When I showed you the next day.
The next day I saw it on the wall when me and you were sitting in the room.
See, now I know you lying to me.
Bye. He doesn't want things to work, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna talk to this Eric. Because she told me earlier that she cheated on you in a threesome that you weren't involved in.
Yeah.
Did that affect you?
Hell yeah, it affected me. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though.
So that day you had a trust, and then all of a sudden the trust was broken.
Man, yeah.
Yeah. What was the conversation y'all had about that? What did she say?
Man, I don't know, man.
Will you come back out here so I can answer that?
Whenever I was pregnant, you cheated on me.
barking then.
You cheated on me over, 10, 20, 30 with all different kind of hoes. I mean, and what did I do? I stayed with you. I don't accuse you every day. That is over and done with.
I know.
I'm not here to hurt you or make you look crazy. I'm here because I'm tired of being accused. And I love you and I want to be with you.
Yeah, I did. I cheated on her, but that was like 6, 7 years ago. Now look.
What's the difference?
Hold on, let me talk now. I ain't trying to interrupt you no more, and I'm sorry for how I talk to you. But listen, what I'm trying to say is, I didn't, man. When I cheated, I owned up to my and it didn't continue.
And I haven't cheated on you since then. That's what you can't get it
But
through your
no,
head.
what-
It's because you ain't never been cheated on before. I did it to you, and it seems like it just tore your ass up.
All right. First of all, you keep saying, well, now I told you.
I did the next day.
You not tell me, and
you
then
didn't
we
have
do
to
not
know.
do
No, you cheated on me with your baby mama when I was pregnant in the same where we was living at. We was living with this girl, and you cheated on me with her.
But I told you about it, though.
No, yeah. 5, 6 years down the road after I done fucking been all up in
so-
this bitch's face, and she's smiling. I love you.
Eric, I want to know, Eric, why can't you give her the same grace that she's giving you after you cheated?
What grace you giving me, dog?
Well, because you cheated in the beginning.
What grace do I give you? I'm through, man.
You cheated in the beginning.
Oh, man, I don't care nothing about her walking off all that bro. I ain't worried about that.
I'm
for real.
trying to get to the core of this because she gave you grace. You said you cheated, you manned up. I give you that credit. But she did the same thing. I know you said you feel like you tricked her into talking, but she still told you.
No, because you know why? Because just like that bean thing, you know, she sit there and say, oh, I see the next day on the wall, but me and her had to have me and you having a conversation right now. Me and her had the same conversation about the bean being on my stomach. I said, what the hell is it? She's like, but I didn't see it when we was having
my
sex.
question is, can't you give her the
Because she's
feedback?
lying about that. If she continued to lie, if she would man up and own up to her, I could get over that I'm saying.
Got it.
Listen,
Listen,
until
I
she
wanna say
owns
this.
up, I would not believe
Taylor
what
and
she's
Eric,
saying.
Taylor's and Eric's best friend, Michelle, is here in the audience, and she has some thoughts to share about this. All right, I want to know from you, do you think that Taylor is cheating?
No, not
You
at
don't
all.
think she's cheating?
No,
Okay. And tell me, why don't you think so?
because he sees everything she does 24/7. Eric,
Excuse me, man.
just get it together.
Get it together.
Or understand,
Get back to
I'm
life.
not doing nothing wrong to you, man. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
Michelle, you seem to be getting upset and emotional. What's going on?
she know.
Are you tired of seeing your friends fighting like this?
I just want to see him happy, man.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't gonna be happy until she owns up to that. But I was just saying, because me and you had that conversation.
I saw blazer beam come through the window. Did I see it on you? No, I wasn't looking up here. My head was down here, baby.
So if that was the
I
only
wanna
place
know,
then.
Michelle, have you seen any of the footage that
Do I
Eric's
know
been
who it
talking
was?
about?
No. Did I hear my name? No.
Have you seen any of the footage? Never.
No.
But her word ain't credible, because me and her both slept with her too, so she ain't all that. I
Her
cheated
word
on
is
her.
credible.
I cheated on her with her.
And
you
lied
know,
about it for
her
years,
word
but
ain't
it's okay.
credible.
It's okay.
But
She's
we're not
still
here
our
about
friend,
me,
for real.
Eric.
Well, say she ain't.
Yeah, she,
Because
no doubt.
for real, I came at both
But
y'all
she,
about it,
then
and y'all
she
told
more
me.
like your friend now. It seems like.
Taking the side of you when you're wrong.
No, because she ain't taking the
Michelle,
the
do you
right
think,
side.
do you think
That's
that Eric
not
is
right.
controlling? Do you think
That's
he's
not
controlling?
right, Eric.
Get up on my face.
Yeah.
Do you think he's
Whoa, whoa.
controlling?
Very.
Got it. Before I can give you any advice or go anywhere, we need to unlock these phones and get to the truth of this. Eric, you said that you had sex with Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had sex with her too.
I know
Okay.
about that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, she knows about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, you
I
said
owned up to all of mine.
So did I.
you feel like she's not credible because of the fact that you all had a threesome together.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm also witnessing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
interactions, how
yeah.
y'all doing. So it's time to unlock the phone.
All right,
So
go ahead, unlock it.
you want to know. All right, so my Unlock the Phone investigators searched for any suspicious interactions. We searched Eric's apps, and we found nothing suspicious. My Unlock the Phone investigator then searched through all of his text messages to see if he was talking to anyone, doing anything that could be suspicious. And we found nothing suspicious again. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his photos and found nothing suspicious. How do you feel about that, knowing that nothing was
I
suspicious?
mean, I really didn't think he was doing anything. I came here today just to wishfully thinking. I guess he's just not going to get it through his head that I'm not doing nothing wrong to him. You could have everything in the book, and it's not going to. I guess he doesn't love me like he says he does.
Okay. Taylor, it's time to unlock your phone. Eric wants to know if you're communicating with a specific person. Taylor says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigators search her texts, and she is telling the truth. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched through all of her apps and found that she has recently logged into 3 dating sites. Dating.com in August,
You know
X
about
dating in
that.
June, and TikTok for adult sex dating in September.
That's because you know why that's all that is because we be on X videos together. He knows
So you know about
that.
those things.
Yeah, I think.
You know about that.
All right, then my Unlock the Phone investigator then searched her phone and found 3 live sex chats. Live Jasmine,
You know about
live
that?
sex
Post
cam
some
with
police
girls in
videos.
September, and naked girl strip chat in July.
You know about all that?
No, I mean, can
You
you
know,
see the
you
messages?
don't know about, yeah, where's the messages at?
No messages, just logged in.
That's making them accounts when we go on next videos. You already know about that.
yeah.
Say you don't.
Yeah,
Say you don't. For real,
I
say you
don't
don't.
then. You want to
No,
tell?
I'm saying tell the truth.
I-
Instead of making me
I'm
look like a
trying to tell
dog
you.
when I come out here.
Man.
If anything like that we get on it together. We be on that
Oh, a few
together.
things, but I don't remember that one. Hold on, man. Why you sitting
You know,
there
because
doing
no,
your hand
because
like that?
man, they make me look like
So
I
I
done
gotta
did
give you
something.
my
I didn't do
advice on the
anything.
situation.
You
I
did
gotta
that.
give-
You what I'm talking about.
I got to give my advice on the situation because at the end of the day, now we've unlocked the phones. We know you're not doing anything, and the things that we found on your phone, you are aware of it. The issue is that when an experience that's supposed to be fun starts bleeding into
We don't
an
need to do it no
unhealthy
more.
relationship, you have to stop the behavior. Because what's unfortunately has happened is that it has caused some insecurities in your relationship that is now making it no longer fun. It's no longer something you're experiencing. It's now being detrimental to your relationship. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. You want to
No,
have
she
these
wants the
fun
cake and eat it
moments.
too.
No, I
wanna
don't.
have these fun-
Yeah, you
I don't
do.
care if we don't sleep with nobody else. I don't
don't
care.
either.
Well, then let's not do that and quit accusing me. I'm not doing anything wrong
Hey,
to you,
listen,
man.
here
But
go.
we went
Chain me to the
together.
floor so you can know.
Taylor, at the end of the day, if this is ever going to work, you have to stop the threesomes.
No, it's
You
not
have to
gonna
stop
work.
it.
It's not
Because
gonna
he
work. If she
don't
don't
want it
own up to that.
He swears
me
that
and her,
he-
know that when me and you were talking.
Now, this is the thing
Man,
for you.
man,
This is
talking
the-
over that.
What?
I swear to God, I'm not coming back up in this.
He don't. What
Man.
it is, he don't want it to work.
So I'm going to tell you this right now because I went back there and got him before. I'm not going back there and getting him again. He's never going to be able to accept that he's not fully in control, which is what's going to cause the continuous problems. So you have a choice to make. Either you leave or you don't engage in the arguments.
How do you not engage in something when somebody's like,
Easy. You keep your mouth shut and you walk away. So, why are you suspicious of your daughter sleeping with your fiance?
Well, because it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh.
If this is true, this would not be the first time.
Okay, hold on. So you're saying this has happened before?
This has happened before.
Tell me what happened before.
Okay. So for a little backstory, me and my daughter, this is the only daughter I have. We've always been like super close. This is like my best friend. So, we had the era of, her dressing like me, trying to wear hair like me. And I thought it was just, cute, mother and daughter thing. So I had a boyfriend and she was always talking about how cute he was and handsome and stuff. And I'm thinking this is just, the normal. But one day, so I'm upstairs, the kids are playing, I'm calling my daughter. I'm like, Anaya, she not saying nothing. And, I get up and I start, tiptoeing down the stairs because I'm trying to see what's going on. She down there with my man. He pulling up his pants and running out trying to do like this, trying to get out of there. And I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass like I'm putting hands on him. She on the couch trying to pull up her clothes and doing all this and that. And I'm like, she crying and like, yeah, she's sorry. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're sorry because you out of line. You shouldn't have did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I did put her out for 6 months. I put her out. I didn't talk to her. It was nothing because you wrong.
How long ago was this?
This was like 3 years ago.
Okay, 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
So we didn't talk for 6 months. We built a bridge. We got past that.
Okay.
So
And
fast
you didn't
forward.
speak for 6 months?
Yeah, we didn't speak for 6
Okay.
months.
Wow, okay then. And so you passed that, you built a bridge, you felt like, okay, I can forgive you, you can come back in.
Yes.
Okay then. How long did it take you to break up with that man after that?
Oh, his ass was gone that same day.
Got it, okay, good. Just making
Gone
sure.
that same day.
Just making sure. Okay then. So how do you think she did, why do you think she did this to you?
I think it's a little jealousy, a little, resentment because, again, I was a little harder on her at coming up because she was boy crazy.
Uh-huh.
That ain't the first, boy that I chased out the house, but that was my man,
Yeah.
I chased the other few boys out, but I didn't expect to chase my man out the house.
Of course.
So, we built the bridge, we got past that. And fast forward to now, I met my fiance. We've been together for 1.5 years. And he's like the man of my dreams. Like, he's great with my children, everything. I feel like I found my true love. And we're
Yeah.
supposed to get married in 2 months.
Yeah.
Invitations that went out and everything.
Wow, okay then.
But my women's intuition is telling me this is happening to me again.
Got it.
And I'm hoping and praying that this is not the case.
Got it. So what is it that's got your woman's intuition, got you thinking that this is happening?
A few things. Okay, so the first thing is she has a big butt. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I don't have that. She got the booty, and she comes to my house with these little shorts on and tight clothing, and always bending over. And he be looking with his little googly eyes. I done caught him a few times. I'm like, "What you doing?" "Oh no, I was looking at the TV." "You weren't looking at no damn TV. You was looking at her butt." And then he calls her Big Booty Judy. I'm like, "Why you calling her that? What's going on with that?"
Yeah.
And so then she calls his phone in the middle of the night. And when I answer the phone, she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Why you calling my man?" She's like, "Well, I was trying to call you." Remind you, I don't got no calls, no missed calls from her, no text messages, no nothing. Then for my birthday, he took me to Chili's to get a 2 for $25, but for her birthday, he gave $150. And his excuse was, "Oh, I didn't get paid then. When her birthday came, I had more money." Like, no, that's not cool. And then my friend told me she saw them at a bar hugging and kissing. He denied it, though. He denied it. He was like, me and her didn't go to the bar together. We met up at the bar. And I was like, "So you wasn't hugging and kissing on her?" And he was like, "No." And I'm like, "Boy, you lying through your teeth."
Well, my producers told me before we bring anyone out, there's something they want you and I to look at. What is it?
We been messing around, and it's over with. I just want to let her know, and if they still continue to decide to get married, I just want to get that off my conscience of being honest with her about everything. I want to tell her I'm sorry for even hurting her, and try to work on fixing everything.
That's what I was telling you. She blackmailed me all the time. If you don't come, I'm gonna tell her. I'm like, "Oh, come on now, man. Come on." But I was in the wrong. I should never done it no way, you know. Besides her mother, she come around me in little tight clothes.
Yeah.
Enticing me. Man, I don't know, man. I just want to get it out the way and come clean.
This trifling son of...
What is your reaction to that?
I'm pissed off right now. I'm pissed off, I'm hurt, I'm angry. Because I had this suspicion. I felt it, and I knew I wasn't tripping, and they've been gaslighting me this whole entire time. This whole entire time they've been doing this. I don't even think I could look at them right now.
Well,
I don't think I can.
Well, we have to bring out your daughter, Anaya, because she wants to tell us her side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Anaya to the show. Anaya, so your mother knows now the truth. Why did you do it again?
Honestly, I want to apologize.
No, Anaya, no. I asked you multiple times, were you messing with him? How many times did I ask you that?
A lot.
So why did you have to do this to me again? Why, Anaya? I've been back there crying, hoping this wasn't true. You know everything that we done been through, Anaya. You know everything that I have been through. Why would you do this to me again?
I still feel like I had some resentment towards you for a lot of stuff.
For what?
Growing up, you was harder on me more. I wasn't able to go places, do things. I had to grow up way faster than what I had to. Help raising my brothers and the boys. And
Did he pursue you or did you pursue him?
he pursued me.
He pursued you.
That bastard.
He pursued you.
We were drinking.
But you didn't have to do it, though, Anaya. You didn't have to do it.
Did he tell you that he loved you?
He said that a lot of times, and he told me that he was gonna leave you.
He said he was gonna leave me? Bring his ass up. Where's he at? Where he at?
When did this happen before?
When he came to my house after we got done, he was like he wanted to leave her, and I was like, this was a
That's what he told
mistake,
you.
but I'm not finna let you leave her. Like, that's not gonna.
It was a mistake? You repeatedly doing it?
Can I ask you a question? Your mother said that this happened once before when you were younger. How old were you at that time?
I was like 16.
Okay. You were 16. Got it. What happened when your mom found out the first time?
I know she chased him out the house. She came back, we got into it, she put me out,
Okay.
and we kind of rebuilt our relationship from that, but
And for you to do what?
again,
For you to do what?
to do it again.
So you bring me to do again, right? I'm fixed to marry this man, Anaya. We supposed to be getting married in less than 2 months.
What happened to your daughter and what's happening right now is the direct consequences of two things. It is, first, the lack of boundaries, because you said out of your own mouth, growing up, you treated her like your best friend.
Right, yeah.
But then secondly, and this is what I'm going to say to you, in hopes that there can be real conversations for healing. Your daughter was the victim of a predator the first time. Now, I know you made the response that kicked him out. But the second part of this is what has damaged this relationship. And you were reacting with the best you knew how. So I'm not going to sit here and beat you up, okay? But in the moment, when you then argued with her and kicked her out, what that does for a child is it takes away security. It takes away my ability to understand sexuality as I'm maturing as a woman. It makes all of these things confused. That she's only now 23, and those things have never been solved. And so, because that behavior happened once, in her mind, it hasn't been healed that this is not the way you react, that men should never be like this. And this is not an excuse for your behavior, but it's an understanding. You were a child that should have never had a grown man lay with you. You were a child that should have never had a grown man convince you. And you were a child that when that happened, your mother should have brought you in closer instead of kicking you out. Tanisha, if you want this relationship to heal, you have to bring her in now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna lie, Naya, I'm hurt. And he's right, you know, I did drop the ball when you was younger with that situation. So I wanna apologize to you about that. And family means everything to me. Like, you my daughter, I only have you, you're the only daughter I have. I'm hurt right now, I am, but I love you. I do, I love you. And we're gonna get through this, but it's gonna take some time, Anaya. I have to be able to trust you. I have to be able to trust you, daughter. You have to stop the lying. You know, you can't continue to do this to me. You can't. You can't.
So the same way that the trust has to be rebuilt with you, she has to rebuild the trust in her mind with you as well.
Right.
But you did a beautiful thing right now.
It's taking a lot.
I know it is. I know it is.
But that's my child. That's my child. He gotta go. I'm done with him, but this is my child. I'm not always to her. So.
Anaya, how does it make you feel hearing your mom say this?
I feel a little relief from the past stuff. I just need to work on myself.
I want to rebuild. I want us to have that relationship, Anaya. We need to have that.
I do too.
She has told you she's going to bring you in. She's going to try to work on the trust. You are not 16 anymore. You have to be responsible for your choices, even through your pain.
My investigator found you accessed Tinder online and used Victoria's username when you logged in. Why was that?
Tinder?
Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
I promise you I don't.
Well, my investigator found that you accessed Tinder online and used her username.
Tinder is a dating site. I wouldn't even.
Hold on, did you have a Tinder site?
No, I didn't have no Tinder. I had plenty of fish.
Did you have a? Hold on. Did you have a Tinder at one time?
I don't have Tinder. He had a Tinder. Yes, you did. I ain't had no Tinder. Okay.
Okay.
Right, no. Okay.
Okay, that's a little confusing because it's your username.
Is that
how?
Okay, he can pick up a username. This is my username.
Okay.
No,
it looks
suspicious.
Victoria, you want to know if Carlos is texting other women. He said he is not. My Locked-Up investigator searched his text and found that Carlos is not telling the truth. My investigator found a text thread soliciting an escort. We can take a look at this. Carlos, it's 30 minutes to no deposit refund.
Really?
This is May.
How many hours do you need for me?
So this is also Carlos right before your birthday. So you trying to give yourself a birthday gift?
Yes.
Because his birthday May 11th, right?
Yep.
And that's when you disappeared when you was at your cousin's house, right?
I knew it.
That don't mean I was
cheating. What does that mean then if it don't mean you was cheating? Carlos, come on now.
Okay, hold on.
Come on. Look at this right here. Look at it. And for 3 days. For 3 days, I didn't even hear from you.
Another female. This is the profile
that he had communicated.
Okay. There you go.
So I gotta say, there's no
Man.
evidence
Oh, you
that
nasty.
they met up.
That's
We can't
nasty.
find a text saying that I'm outside or something, but
That was something my cousin probably did, man, during my birthday, man.
I told you, everything is somebody else's fault.
Okay.
Everybody is somebody
Man.
else's fault, yo.
Okay.
Everything is somebody else's fault.
Okay, but I gotta say that
did
my
that. No, you
investigator
did
did
that.
conclude that there was no evidence to show that you met up with her. So like I said, we don't know.
But listen, it wasn't he met up with her now.
Man,
that
you
was
did not answer my phone calls for
On that
3
date.
days.
On that time.
I was wrong for
3
that.
days.
I was wrong for that, but that don't mean
But you see how it could be suspicious.
Yes,
You
I
could
do.
have just told me that. You
Okay,
could have told me
Tori, but
that. Nah,
listen,
So you think
that's
that
just like, okay.
So you think your cousin took your phone?
Oh, he could have probably been jiving with me that. Man, we was dope. Man, when I was in Oklahoma,
Nah,
man, I
come
don't even drink, man. He took me to the bar. to
Okay.
get,
Yeah. Well,
you
who's
know.
the white girl on there?
Okay.
Who
then.
is that?
Well, Victoria, you also asked Carlos to take a drug test. Let's unlock the truth about that.
Let's unlock it, man.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Victoria, you want to know if Carlos is currently taking any drugs, including cocaine.
No.
We gave Carlos a drug test, and he
Clean. Pass.
did not test positive for any drugs. Okay. So there were no drugs found in Carlos' system.
Drug-free, man.
Yeah, drug-free.
Drug-free.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Yes, sir.
I was about to track you right now.
All right, so yeah,
I
if
don't
I
know.
was a betting man, based on the knowledge I have, I would assume that for your birthday, after a long road trip, you had went to your cousin's house, get messed up. You probably started using again for that weekend. You don't need to confirm or deny. I'm going to tell you what my opinion is.
Yes, sir.
And I believe during that time you were using, and during those times of you using cocaine again, drinking, you then also were probably talking and was like, oh, maybe we should get a girl, like doing this and that. That's where that text message came in. And then I think that as the drugs wore off, as they normally do, that it put your ass out and you was knocked the hell out. And so for a day and a half, you sat in bed and you didn't do anything.
So you
If I was a betting man, that's what I would assume happened. And then you woke up and realized, oh, damn, I messed up. I didn't call her, I didn't text her. But like in your mind, you're also thinking, ooh, at least I didn't do anything. But in essence, you did do something. What you did was you broke the trust and security by not being in communication with her. And that's what it is. And so if there's nothing else, I would tell you that's what is the problem here. She's clearly stuck around long enough, but her moving out is clearly her telling you, I'm at my wit's end. Okay?
I do anything to get this. I do anything.
Well, I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you what to do.
And
I'm
I'm
telling you, you ain't got
taking
a question.
I'm taking it in.
Well, listen, Carlos, you also wanted Victoria's phone unlocked, so Victoria, we unlocked your phone. Victoria said, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Nah.
Carlos, you want to know if Victoria is messaging other men on social media. She says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her DMs and found that Victoria is telling the truth.
Good then, baby.
Carlos, you want to know if Victoria is texting other men. She said she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her texts and found that Victoria is telling the truth.
I told you.
Carlos, you want to know if Victoria is talking to other men. She said she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her phone and found that Victoria is telling the truth.
I told you. I told you.
Hold on. Ooh, hold on. My producers are shady. They told me that they have something else that they need me to see. Oh, snap.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you. Hold on.
What is that?
Okay, my producers are telling me right now that backstage, we got cameras everywhere, that they caught a conversation on hidden camera that they need me to see.
What?
Okay, what is this? Let's look here.
It was March the 2nd of 2021. Yeah. Now I went to South Carolina. But before I left, I had one night stand. I did. And I never called this guy again. I never talked to him no more. None of that. I met him on a dating app. And I met him and we were talking. Because my husband was gone a whole week. He was gone a week and I was at home by myself a week. And so I met him and he came over that Saturday and I went to church that Sunday. I got up and went to church that Sunday.
Yeah, and went to church.
You went to church?
Yes, I did. I had to.
Hold on, you was up in here quoting
had
this.
to
She was up in here quoting the scripture talking about, listen, I'm the sanctity of the man.
Oh.
And after you cheated on the...
Yes, I
She
had to
actually
confess my
had sex
sins.
with, I was just in the presence for a woman. I didn't a woman. I ain't have, that's not cheating.
I don't know what you did.
That's not cheating.
What do you
I
think
don't know
about
what you
this?
did. At least I'm honest.
Okay.
I am honest. And he was gone a whole week. He was gone a whole week.
No, we're not justifying no more. No,
No.
we ain't justifying no more.
He could have been dead.
If he was dead, that don't mean go lay underneath another man, then go to church. No.
Well, what they say?
No.
To get over one man, to get up on another.
No,
And I did that
Victoria,
only
no,
for
we ain't on your side.
one time.
No.
One time in
Carlos,
6 years.
Carlos, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
But she accusing me. She accusing me of doing. She accusing me. She don't have proof.
Okay.
But she.
Well, she got some proof. We found this. We don't know if there was actual, but we do know that you was about to call somebody.
She slept with a man in our bed.
How you know it was in the bed, though? How you know it was in the bed? It could have been on the sofa.
This is what I'm gonna say to you. At this point, the past. This is what I'm gonna. If you really actually want to work on this, the past. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe y'all even. Now that we heard this, ain't no upper hand. Y'all even. Playing field is even. Playing field is even. So you ain't got no upper hand here. So you can't say nothing. Nope. You can't say nothing no more. Nope. You can't say You can't say nothing no more. Playing field is even. And if she ever say something, you repeat my words. Say playing field is even.
Playing field is even.
But now what I'm gonna say to you from here, you get that authority. But what I'm gonna say to you now, if you want to work forward and move forward, if they actually want this, there is a key step that can happen. There needs to be intimacy. And it's not just physical, it's also mental. You two need, I'm gonna tell you, when y'all get home, I didn't know, y'all need to tell, don't nobody come over the house. You go back over his house, or the house you staying in, and if you really wanna work on this, you need to say, what can I do to make you feel desired? What can I make you feel like I want you? And let her tell you then now, after you are satisfied, okay? You're gonna sit up and you're gonna say, let me hear everything that's going on in that mind. Validate his feelings, validate his thoughts, validate his fears. Let him know that I know you've been going through some stuff, I know you've been dealing with some stuff, and I want to let you know I am there with you. You be intimate with her body, you get intimate with his mind. If you two can do that in one evening, y'all will be taking the first steps to a healthy relationship. Sound good for you?
Yes.
Sound good to you?
Yes.
Ain't good, man.
Sound good? Okay, great. Listen. Well, okay, remember, playing field here, all right? All right.